Hard to believe, but today is the very last day that you can make a donation to Operation Santa Claus. Our annual holiday donation drive is benefiting 5 amazing charities right here in our community. One of them is St. Mary's Food Bank. And this morning, ABC 15 anchor Craig McKee shows us how the organization is making a huge difference for Valley seniors who are struggling right now to put food. Let's give you a live view outside right now of those current traffic conditions here. This is the 7, those headlights coming toward us, moving away. The northbound side, this spot looks pretty good. I'll give you a wider view across the valley for that hump day commute coming up right now. So I was spotted a little bit of slowing on those traffic maps right there at the Stack interchange where the 10, the 17, those freeways come together. So I pulled up the ADOT cameras in that spot, and this is what I found. Those flashing lights blocking the HOV lane. No reported crash or breakdown in this area just yet. I do anticipate it'll be updated later, but those traffic flows, that's what gave me the indication that something was going on here. So we'll let you know as soon as we get more details on that. But in the meantime, headlights and brake lights bunched together in this spot near 7th Avenue because of that HOV lane being restricted right now. Speeds about 15 to 20 miles per hour. So we'll check your desert drive time for that commute into downtown still ahead.
Margie is an incredible human,
she is.
And she just continues to pay it forward.
Yeah, I mean, I think she puts that legacy into thinking about her son every day and thinks about her son and all of these other families, and you see that impact firsthand, that is for sure.
It's incredible. By the way, MAM does also host a golf tournament and gala every year. At last year's gala, Raphael and his wife were honored. They were nominated as Volunteers of the Year. Wow. So big thank you to Raphael, all the volunteers, and of course, Margie Bonds, for all you do for our military families and making sure your son's legacy does live on. I know she wakes up with us every morning, and we really do appreciate you, Margie.
Yeah, good morning. Twins here at the ABC 15 studios. Even if you're not watching it firsthand, you hear that horn go off.
Yeah, you're like, oh, we got a winner.
Yes,
everybody goes outside. It's cool. Or I guess in the Snorer Living studio.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah,
it's
and
fun.
then tomorrow I'll be heading out to Sanderson Ford to do the human chain, getting all the gifts and toys and everything. So very exciting.
You've got a lot of work to do. Our studio is full. That's
packed.
Yeah, we have a lot to do, but we're thankful to do it for Operation Santa Claus, 25 years.
Some more information on a crash involving a pedestrian in downtown Phoenix. This was the scene overnight of those images we gathered for you near 7th Avenue and Fillmore. Now, we don't know the circumstances behind this crash. We're out there in full force setting up those evidence markers right in a crosswalk in that spot. So we have a request out to police to gather some more information, as well, of course, an update on the condition of the person involved here. The money's not loaded like it should be, right? And you feel bad as a gift giver, right, that happened. So hopefully we'll start to see that plummet down now that there are more enforcement that could be in place here in the state. Time right now is about 5:37. Let's get you a check of Traffic Planner Plus here on this Wednesday as we watch those commutes, how they're looking across the valley right now. I-10 eastbound from the 303 to the mini stack. Still a little bit high this morning at 36 minutes. We did have that stalled vehicle or that crash there on the I-10, that eastbound direction near about 7th Avenue. That was really slowing traffic down as you made your way through that Deck Park Tunnel area from that Stack interchange. That's where we stand right now with that. It has since cleared. I did check those ADOT cameras behind the scenes. 16 minutes on the US 60 Grand Avenue from the 101 to the 17. 10 minutes already too on the 101 southbound from the US 60 over to the I-10 there in the West Valley. East Valley now. The 202 westbound as you're traveling from the 101 over to the mini stack. Planned for 8 minutes. Great conditions for you on the Superstition Freeway and the 101 Price Freeway. 8 minutes from the Santan up to the Red Mountain. As for that North Valley commute, the 17, that southbound direction, the only spot seeing a little bit of slowing so far from the 101 to the stack at 16 minutes. Tracking 12 minutes for you on the 51 as you travel down toward that mini stack interchange. And the 101 eastbound from the North Stack over to that 51 interchange. 6 minutes right now, Kaylee.
Thank you for that.
Want to take you to the I-10, that eastbound direction near about 43rd Avenue. Notice some heavy slowing on those maps behind the scenes. So I pulled up the ADOT cameras here. Like a worst nightmare for so many drivers out there, right, to be stuck right there on the freeway as so many folks are trying to navigate around you. Right now, DPS, they're not here working their way, realize that they're not moving and then have to move to the left and to the right. So those speeds have dropped to about 10 miles per hour. You see that backup stretching back past the 202. So an updated look at that drive time through that area from the speed right around 30 to 35 miles per hour.
Jorge Torres. Nick Saletti is off today. Something very big is happening here at ABC 15 and right here in Arizona.
Yeah, we have just hours left after what feels like a long period of time to donate, right? You think you have all this time and then The day is here. It is the last day to donate to the Operation Santa Claus campaign.
And keep donating. Your donations will make such an impact on our community, and you can be one of the many amazing Arizonans to participate in our 25th year already.
So through the end of the
That comes from it because our temperatures, they're not doing
We're
it for
looking
me.
away.
They're
Yeah.
really not doing it for me.
I really wish it felt a little more festive, at least highs in the 60s,
Right.
which is where we typically are in mid-December. That, again, will not be.
I want to bring you back to the I-10, that eastbound direction. Here near about 43rd Avenue, still seeing a lot of slowing after that stalled vehicle was blocking that left lane, but that's some good news. There are no lingering impacts from that one. It's just that typical slowing from this time of the morning with those speeds right around 20 miles per hour where that vehicle once was. So it is still low. Just go north from that scene and north of the US 60 Grand Avenue in the Glendale area, 51st Avenue and Glendale. We've got a crash there. And on our Valley freeways, a little bit of slowing as you're approaching the split. That's right here where the 17 and the 10 freeways break away from each other near Sky Harbor as you make your way from that stack interchange where the 17 and the 10 meet. There in that southbound direction, that should take you about 8 minutes average speed, just dropping below about 50 miles per hour. We're going to check some of those other desert drive times for you for that hump day commute still ahead. Valley into downtown, or you're coming from the East Valley making your way into the Phoenix area. Here's what it's looking like. This is the I-10 near about 83rd Avenue. Definitely seeing a lot more of those brake lights stretching all the way through that ride toward the stack interchange where the 17 and the 10 freeways meet. Now the East Valley, we usually see your slowdown a little bit late already. So we'll get you a check of Traffic Planner Plus, which runs through all of those desert drive times on a freeway you may be traveling on, coming up in just a couple of minutes.